This is a video to discuss the comparative performance indicator for TradeStation. This is basically an indicator that can allow you to see how certain things are performing with respect to other indices or stocks or whatever. The default is to compare versus these 5 ETFs to kind of give you a flavor of what the market's doing. So the default, for the SPY, for the S&P 500, the Dow Jones ETF, the Qs for the Nasdaq, the Russell, and then the Transportation Index. You can change these. You only use one, use two, whatever combo you want to do. You can even compare, a stock versus another stock. And if you have any questions or just want to go to the website and see what else we have available, that information's listed here. So I'd encourage you to do so. And if you have any questions, please shoot me an email and ask me what what you have, maybe some ideas for improvement, whatever it is. And just wanted to go ahead and get the legal info out of the way here. I would encourage you to pause the video and to read through this completely. But basically we're saying everything we're doing is for educational purposes. There's no trading advice given, nothing, no recommendations for any kind of trading, long, short, anything. Everything you do is your responsibility. You're fully responsible for all your actions, all your trades, and profit and loss. And we urge you to get the help from the appropriate professionals before you do anything. So okay, just want to get that out of the way. And again, here's the contact info. So let me get started here. Here's what the indicator looks like in a radar screen. I've just got, I guess, a lot of Dow stocks and a few ETFs just to kind of give you a flavor for what you see. This is the default setting. So this means the equity, in this case, Apple versus symbol 1, which in this case is the spiders. Let me show you. I can just show you. Here's the, so here's the default. This is the default settings. There's basically 3 time periods that are used to create the performance comparison. So basically, this is saying look at the overall performance of the equity versus the whatever symbol you're using to compare to over 42 bars back, 13 bars back, and 5 bars prior. So, and then these are all basically averaged together for the symbol and the equity that you're using. In this case, we were talking about Apple. And then a performance number is generated, and that's what you see here. And then the same thing is done for in this case for symbol 2, which is the Dow ETF, and that's what you see here. And then for the Qs, and I guess yellow on the white, it's not too good, but the Russell, and then the transportation index. And you can of course you can change these colors if you would like. So just say OK here, like I say. So you can see basically Apple's outperforming all of these indexes at this time. This video is being made on March 15th, 2017, after the market closed. And then this over here tells you how many bars that the index, or that the equity has been outperforming the particular symbol. In this case, again, the symbol 1 is the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF. So for 46 bars, it's been above that. And since we're using a daily interval, it's 46 days. And then for the Dow, similar, and for the what was this? The Russell, and then the Qs, I think, and then the transportation index. So basically, Apple's been outperforming, the market for about a month and a half, 2 months, depending on which market kind of index you want to look at. And so you can just kind of see, how this goes. Basically, it'll be a positive or a negative number. Positive means it's outperforming the particular symbol that you've chosen. Negative, it's underperforming. And then over here, basically, if it's outperforming, there'll be a green number to show you that it's doing better, or if it's underperforming, it'll be red. And that's pretty much it for that. So I can show you what it looks like in a chart. And this is Apple. The same thing where we're looking at it radar screen. Here's just the chart, and so you can kind of see all these plotted out. So you can see basically, around in here, Apple kind of took off and started outperforming everything. And these are the exact same settings that the radar screen had, but just for to show you what you can do. Say you just wanted to compare it to the SPY, you can come down here and just create an empty string for all of these. Okay, and there we just get the performance for symbol 1, which in this case is So you can see, roughly around in here, Apple took off and started outperforming the S&P 500, and basically has been on a run ever since. You can kind of see how it correlates. Once it starts outperforming the market, it seems to take a pretty good run. So let's see. So that's basically, and just to show you, this will work on weekly type performance, or you can do monthly as well. So you can just whatever time frame you want to use, monthly, weekly, or daily, is what's currently supported in the charts and in radar screen. So I'll just set this back to daily. So, and then let me show you what the radar screen looks like. Okay, here's the indicator. I'm sorry, in the scanner. That's what I was going to show you here. It's just been added to the scan. I think we're just looking at S&P 500 stocks. You can obviously pick whatever, all stocks, S&P, whatever list you want to create. And so just installed the indicator into the scan, and we have it. These are all the default settings, and we've had it looking for a Sim1 status, which is basically saying compare all the stocks that you've selected, in this case the S&P 500 versus the S&P 500 ETF. So we're going to see which stocks in the S&P 500 are outperforming the index, so kind of the who's above the average more or less. And by doing this, you just pick Sim1 status. I mean, you can see everything in here. So basically, we just say Sim1 status greater than equal to 1. That means for at least one day it's been outperforming the the S&P 500 ETF. And again, this is done on the daily interval. You can do it on the weekly or monthly as well. It's just make sure if you're going to change some of these settings, just make sure you're preloading enough data to account for the time period that you're looking at. This is the default to load 500 bars, and these are the default values here. I'd urge you to play around with these. Get something that you're comfortable with. The amount of performance you're looking at. This is looking at 42 trading days and 13 trading days and 5 trading days, and basically getting that performance, averaging those together, and then comparing what the stock did versus the ETF. So I already ran the scan here. So just to show you, let me close this. So you can see here's what happened. Here's all the so. As of again, this is done on the 15th of March, 2017. You can see which stocks are outperforming the the SPY ETF, and you can come over here if you want to. We can sort it. We can see stocks that have just started to outperform. Maybe these are something to look at. Maybe they're beginning to take off, and would be something you'd want to consider. Getting some type of swing trading position. Of course, I use more than just this to do it for my own trading, but this is kind of a good way to build a watch list of things that may be in a cycle where they're starting to get interesting, something to look at. So I guess that's pretty much it again for the comparative performance indicator. Again, if you got any questions or comments or ideas for improvement, please send me an email, and I'd love to hear from you. So thanks for watching.